Hey, it's Karr, the realtor you trust to always represent. And you know we're tenacious about seeing communities across Indy become intellectually, financially, and spiritually abundant through real estate. Did you know that you can actually hack your way into buying a home? I'm serious. There's 5 hacks that I'm going to teach you today that are just going to take you a level above. They're going to impress your realtor. So whether you've bought a home like 20 times or this is your first time, stay tuned because all 5 of these hacks are going to be very helpful to you in being a savvy buyer. The first one is buy in the winter. Some of you might know that one already, but typically the market in Indiana tends to slow down over the winter time. The holidays are a big factor, and then the snow and the treacherous winters that we see in Indy are a huge factor as well. A lot of people just aren't willing to go out and see houses. So take advantage of that slower market. If you're buying, definitely get out there in winter. It allows you some more negotiation room because homes tend to sit on the market a little bit longer during that time. So go against the grain and get a great deal in the winter time. Second hack I'm going to teach you is called the credit score hack. This one is really fun. So the first thing a lender is going to ask you when you buy a home is about your credit score. Most of us know that. But if you're feeling a little insecure about your credit score, maybe it's gone down in the past, few months, then one easy hack to get this up is to use an authorized signer. So if you have a friend or a family member who has like great to excellent credit score rating, they'd be a good candidate. If they have a credit card that has some long history on it, like at least a few years, and is in good standing, no recent late payments, like it's paid down or paid off, then ask them to add you as an authorized signer on the card. You don't need a copy of that card. It is zero risk to them. You're not going to use it, but that is a way for your credit score to see a nice pop in the next 30 days. So I highly encourage you to use that credit score hack. Bump up your credit score a little bit right before you go in to get the credit pull from the lender. Now, the third hack that I have for you is setting an inspection limit, okay? Everybody likes this one because one of the scariest things about buying a home is going into inspection and understanding, okay, what is going to need repaired in this house, and is the seller going to do everything I need to do? But if you're facing a competitive market, which we very well might be facing that in Indy coming this like spring, summer, fall time, and you're competing against other buyers, one way you can help set yourself apart is just have very clear communication with an inspection limit. So when you get an inspection, before you even put in those requests, when you're writing the offer, tell the seller, hey, I will not ask for a single repair request item below X amount of dollars, let's say $500. That lets the seller know I'm dealing with a serious buyer here. They're not going to nickel and dime me for every single maintenance or cosmetic defect. They are looking for the big stuff, the foundation, the crawl space, the roof, the plumbing, the electrical. They're not going to bother me with the smaller things. They're going to take those on because they understand the pride of homeownership. So that's just really clear communication so that both the buyer and the seller kind of know what they're facing going into this transaction. Now, the fourth hack I want to tell you is this. Set your closing date at the beginning of the month. So when you're working with your realtor to write the offer, make sure you have them set it as close to the beginning of a month as possible. I say that because everyone has the same window of time before they have to make their first mortgage payment. So whether you're buying April 1st or April 30th, your first mortgage payment is still going to be June 1st, no matter what. So obviously closing April 1st gives you 30 extra days plus all of May to get, your money together, get furniture, use it to decorate the home, kind of save up before that first mortgage payment since you just took a bunch of money out for a down payment. That's a great way to earn yourself some extra time. I personally would always close at the beginning of a month on my houses. And then the fifth and final hack is this. Google your realtor. A lot of us get suggestions for realtors from friends and family, and that's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But make sure you do your research, just like you would Google like a restaurant to make sure it's nice before you take someone out on a date. You would Google hair salon services or lash services. Google your realtor. That's an even bigger deal, right? You need to see if what kind of reviews they have. If they're not great, if they're like 4 stars or less, then you need to reconsider. And the worst thing that can happen is you Google them and they have no reviews, or you can't find any information on them, because there are a lot of realtors in Indiana, 10,000, but only 20% of them do most of the business. So sometimes people have their license for a long time but haven't sold, and have no idea what the market holds, have no idea what's going on in the lending market as well. So beware of that. Make sure you Google your realtor before you decide that's who I want to trust. And of course, if I can earn your business, I'm happy to. But what I really want from you is keep watching the content. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, because we're going to drop new content all the time for you. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and LinkedIn. You can find me at Karr Hilll, and I can't wait to get to the next video.